Hello, and welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We have entered into the year 1402, Part A, and we are here with our Barnett family. This is Theo. He has just returned from hunting and is trying to whip up something to eat here. We are just going to go ahead and let him get a little bit of cooking in. He is going to make a little bit of seed porridge. Currently, he is feeling a little bit hungry. Right now, Kate is in there getting a little bit of rest, and Greta is just laying in her bed. She's feeling a little bit sad because she's awake, and she's starting to feel a little bit hungry. So we are going to need to obviously get up Mom and have her go in and give her a little bit of a feed. So we'll have her go on in there and just give her a little bit of a breastfeed, and that way she can go ahead and get her taken care of here. It is today Greta's birthday, so we are going to have Kate go ahead and make her a little bit of a birthday cake, and then we'll go ahead and get her aged up, and we'll be seeing if she is going to have a successful age up to her toddler years, which is going to be fantastic. We are also, once Theo finishes this meal, we're going to get him to have a serving, and then we will have him go out and start working on some of the chores outside. I do believe that our animals are going to need to be fed and things of that nature, but it does seem that he also is feeling a little bit tired, so hopefully oh no, I made him pee himself. Don't pee yourself. Please don't pee yourself. Oh, I made him pee himself. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to make you go to the bathroom, not pee yourself. Well, we love that for him. All right, so he's going to want to obviously go to the bathroom now and have himself a bit of a bath. That was totally my bad. I apologize. I am going to have Kate come in here and grab herself a bite to eat after she feeds little Greta. And then I'm going to have her come and make a sponge cake. That way we can have a cake for Greta. So we'll just have her go ahead and make a bit of a cake. I really wish that you would not climb through this whole mess that he made by peeing in the floor. That is really, really gross. Let's come out and we will feed and collect our eggs, and let's clean the coop. We'll have that take care of all of that. Looming anxiety. The anxious feeling of looming anxiety is over Kate as she discovers something new about herself. Okay, well, great. All right, so she is just currently making that cake. I'm just going to put all of this in the fridge here. And why don't you go ahead and add some birthday candles here to the cake. We are going to age up little Greta. It is Greta's birthday. So let's go ahead and help her blow out her candles, and then we will see if she is going to have a successful birthday roll. She, for aging up to a toddler, can't roll a 4, 8, 12, or a 16. So we will see that she hopefully is able to age up. Happy birthday, Greta. Hopefully it is a successful one. So we will obviously be pulling up our dice for her. But for now, she has aged up as angelic and silly. And let's go ahead and pull up our dice, and we'll jump into Cass with her, give her her makeover, and then we'll roll for her. So let's go ahead and jump into Cass. Okay, so here is little Greta Barnett as a toddler. This is what she looks like. Let's go ahead and pull up our dice and see if she is able to have a successful roll. For her toddler roll, she can't roll a 4, 8, 12, or a 16. And so we will see if she is able to successfully age up or not. She rolls a 15, which is a good roll. So Greta does survive. She will get another 12 days on the calendar. So let's go ahead and we will hop back into the game. So now that we are back in the game, we are just going to go ahead and we are going to put this cake in their inventory, and we are going to change her bed. I think I'm going to put her a toddler bed in here, and then we will carry on, we are going to head over and we're going to see the O'Leary family. For the O'Learys, we have Saphira, who is aging up. But additionally, we have Annabelle, who is supposed to be going into labor soon. So we are going to go in and check on our O'Leary family and see how they're doing. But as you can see, little Greta has aged up and she is looking super, super cute. And we absolutely are here for that. And I am going to go ahead now and send us over to the O'Leary family. Okay, so we have arrived here in the O'Leary home. I am just going to send Annabelle upstairs and let her get a little bit of cooking in. She does not quite have the cooking skill that is required to go ahead and bake a cake for Saphira to blow out some candles. So I am going to have her cook a little bit and see if we can get her cooking skill up so that she can obviously get enough skill to go ahead and bake a cake. Hopefully we will be able to get her a little bit of extra skill here going on. She is currently in her 3rd trimester. We are waiting on her to go ahead and go into labor. And I am going to just go ahead and send Axel off to work because he does need to go ahead and head off into his job. So Axel's going to go ahead and head off to work here while Annabelle is just getting a little bit of cooking in. Saphira is, oh my gosh, she's way over here. All right, when she's done cooking, we'll have her go ahead and bring Saphira home. So we'll have her go grab the baby. So go ahead and get you some cooking in, and then you can go grab your little girl and bring her home because she's out in the middle of nowhere, just, you know, chilling, which is not at all okay. So we're going to get this cooking skill up. Hopefully that will help us be able to bake a cake. So she has made some hasty pudding, which we absolutely are loving. We're here for that, and we will just pop that in the fridge once she's done making that. And we love it. She's to level 3 of the cooking skill. Let's see if that has made it where she can make a sponge cake. Oh yes, she can. So once she gets home with the baby, we'll have her make a sponge cake, and then hopefully she'll be able to age up little Saphira. But Annabelle is running over here so she can grab her little girl. Like, she's out in the middle of the woods. I don't understand why this game puts the babies out in the middle of the world. Like, why? Why is this baby out here lying in the middle of nowhere neglected? I don't understand. So we're just going to grab Saphira, bring her on home, and go and cook her a sponge cake so we can age her up. She also is aging up into a toddler today, and we're going to see if she's going to have herself a successful birthday, which will be great. So we will see how that's going to go. So head on up, Annabelle, and make that sponge cake for Saphira, and we will be aging her up and having her little birthday and seeing if she's going to be able to make it, which I'm hoping that she will. You know, we definitely don't want to be losing our community members. The more, the merrier here. But we'll just have to see how that goes. And obviously, when Annabelle goes into labor, we'll be having to see if her and the baby are going to be able to survive the childbirth. So all stressful times are happening. Let's go ahead and put this in the middle here so that we can add some birthday candles. And we are going to help Saphira blow out her candles. Go on down there and grab Saphira, Annabelle, and we'll have her blow out her candles. I mean, technically we are, you know, celebrating this birthday without Dad around, but Dad had to go off to work. So, you know, sometimes that is the way it goes. You know, our family does need someone to support us. So happy birthday, Saphira. Oh, so cute. So Saphira is going to go ahead and age up. We are going to get Angelic and Charmer. And let's go ahead and hop into Cass, and then we will see if she is going to be able to make it into a toddler. Okay, so here is little Saphira O'Leary as a toddler, and she is super, super cute. We are just going to go ahead and pull up the dice and see if she is going to be able to age up into a toddler and survive. As we know, she can't roll a 4, 8, 12, or a 16. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice and give that a roll. and see if she is being able to survive. She rolls an 8 and is not going to make it. So we are going to have to take Saphira away from her family. Saphira has passed away. So we are going to say that she has died. Unfortunately, she has died on her birthday roll. So that is super, super tragic. Let's go ahead and see what it is that she has passed away from. And we will find out what it is that she has died from. Let me pull up the wheel here. So if we give this a spin, we will find out what it is that Saphira has passed away from. And it looks like she has passed away from the common plague. Now, as you can see, that is a communicable disease. So we are going to have to roll for the rest of the family. And for that, we have to flip a coin. For heads, we survive. For tails, we don't. For those who live with the infected person, roll a d20. A roll of 3 or 8 means they've contracted it. Okay, so we'll roll a d20 and see if they contracted it first. And if they contracted it, then we flip the coin. So let's go to our dice. We're going to roll first for Annabelle. Now, as we know, Annabelle is pregnant, so let's hope that she does not contract this. She can't roll a 3 or an 8. She is good. And then we're going to go for Axel. He can't roll a 3 or an 8. He rolls a 15. So both of them are good. Neither of them have contracted the common plague. And so the only person in the family that we do have to take away is our sweet little Saphira. We will go ahead and take her away from the family. So let's jump in and we are going to take Saphira away. So we are taking Saphira away from the family now. She is unfortunately having to die from the common plague. And Saphira is going to be so heartbroken over the loss of her daughter, which is super tragic. I think that, you know, this is obviously going to make this family really distraught. I mean, obviously they are about to have another baby. And truthfully, I think that this stress would probably send Annabelle into labor, but she is going to be really distraught over the loss of Saphira. She loved Saphira so very much, and the fact that Saphira is no longer going to be with them is truly heartbreaking, and I absolutely hate this for this family. I was not expecting us to lose Saphira quite so young, and Axel, of course, is away at work, so he's going to come home, and his daughter is going to be gone. And he's going to be like, well, what happened? And Annabelle is going to have to tell Axel, you know, she caught the plague and she passed away. And he's going to be like, but it was her birthday. And Annabelle's going to say, I know it was a horrible, tragic turn of events. And it is just going to be truly, truly sad news. Obviously, when the Grimm decides to actually enter our home and take Saphira away, she will just be a free roaming ghost. We do not save our Sims from being, like, we don't keep them as ghosts in the family. They will be a free roaming ghost. But yeah, this is truly tragic news. Grimm, are you just going to stand out there all day? Come in and take this Sim away. What is the deal? He's like, I don't know if I should do my job or not. You definitely should come in and you should take this Sim away. She's like, I'm going to go cry. The Grimm is just sitting here not doing anything. Come and take this baby. Oh my gosh, I think this Grimm is broken. And now she has gone into labor. Like, seriously. Can we not do one thing at a time? Can we not? I told you that the stress was going to send her into labor. I knew that was going to happen, but we really need the Grimm to come and take Saphira away. I don't think that we can do everything all at once, honestly. What is she doing? Practicing on the violin or on the guitar. Okay, honestly. All right, let's go ahead and have you have your baby. I don't know, honestly, what else to do about Saphira. I was hoping we would get a tombstone for her, but it's not looking like we're going to because Grimm has just, you know, Grimm is stuck on stupid here. All right, so Annabelle is in labor. We are going to see how this goes. And then I guess we will focus again on Saphira and see what we can do about Saphira down there. We are going to see what it is that we are having. She's like, oh my gosh, the stress has left me into labor. We have had a boy. We are going to name this little boy Otker. Otker O'Leary. Oh my gosh, we've had a girl. All right, we're gonna name her Norita. We have had twins. All right, so for twins, as we know, Mom can't roll a 1, 11, or a 2. So we are going to pull up our dice and we are going to roll for Mom. She is going to have to roll twice. So let's roll for Mom. We'll roll for her twice. No 1, 11, or 2. She rolls a 9 and she rolls a 15. Mom is good. Babies can't roll a 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or a 2. So let's roll first for Otker. Otker rolls a 17 and is going to die. Oh my gosh. And for the little girl, rolls a 4 and is good. All right, so we keep our little girl, but the little boy is going to die. So we will have to update everything on the timeline, and then we will take care of these little ones. Let me go ahead and update everything on the timeline, and then we will check in on taking the babies, and we'll check in on Saphira. All right, so let's go ahead and we will take away little Otker here once she goes ahead and sets him down. So let's go ahead and take away this little one. You need to leave him be. He's gone. That baby is gone. All right, Otker is gone. We have obviously Narita here, and she is going to go ahead and survive. We'll have Mom come in here and feed this little one. She is going to have 2 days on the timeline, and we obviously need to maybe reset the Grim so that the Grim can come in and take away Saphira. All right, Saphira's gone. All right, so Saphira has gone. It is what it is. We'll just send the Grim out of here. I hate that. All right, so we have little Narita here. Annabelle has survived. Narita has survived. We have lost all in one fell swoop Saphira and Otker. Narita has survived the childbirth. It has been a really hard day for this O'Leary family. And we absolutely hate that so much. I mean, she is obviously thrilled that she has little Narita here. And I mean, we love that for her, but I do hate that obviously she is without Saphira and that she had lost their heir because Otker was their first son, and now Otker is gone. So that is really, really tragic news. And I absolutely hate that for them. I really, really do. So we are going to have Annabelle come on down, and we're going to have her come, and I'm just going to actually just let her get a piece of this cake. She's starting to feel a little bit hungry. And then I'm going to have her come and tend to these chickens because they are going to need to be taken care of as well. So she's going to scatter some feed and get some eggs going as far as collecting the eggs. And she's going to go ahead and do what she needs to do in regards to all of the things in the house, collect some honey. And I also believe that it's time for her to do a little bit of harvesting, because they haven't harvested for the season yet, and it is almost the end of this season. So we're going to go ahead and let this family do their harvesting. So it was actually harvest yesterday because I do harvest 2 days before the end of the season, but we weren't in this family at that time. So we're going to go ahead and let them do their harvest, and they'll get their plants harvested up here, and that'll be great for them. So we'll let her go ahead and tend to the things that she needs to tend to in regards to getting everything up for the harvest, and that will be great. Once she has taken care of all of the things outdoors, maybe we can even check and see if there's some laundry that needs to be tended to. There probably is. If we're being honest, I did think that I saw that the basket looked like it was getting kind of full. So maybe she can get some laundry going. Yeah, it does look like it needs to get going. So we'll get her to wash a little bit of laundry in the wash tub. All right, so she was able to get a little bit of honey, and we were able to get some sage. She got some parsley, and we got 6 eggs. So that's wonderful. And then once she's done with the laundry, I can get her to hang them on the line, and she can maybe do a little bit of her cross stitching. So Axel has returned home from work. I think he is desperately needing the washroom, so we're going to go ahead and send him off to the washroom. Obviously, he is feeling a little bit hungry as well. I'm just going to allow him to have a piece of this cake. Also, maybe Annabelle, once she's done with her cross stitching, can get a little bit of an actual meal cooked as opposed to just having some cake going on. So maybe we'll get her to do a meat and potato pie, and they can actually have some real food in the house as opposed to just sweets. Because honestly, they're going to need real food and not just junk food in the house. So we'll have her getting a little bit of cooking going on. As you can see, everyone in the house is really, really sad over the death of their children. They're going to be mourning for a little while. We will have them try again for some more children. Obviously, they will need to do that. I do believe that they have some more baby tries. Yeah, they have one more baby try. So we will have them try again for another little one in, a couple of days' time. Once they're no longer mourning, we'll try again, and hopefully they will be able to have a little boy at that time because they do still need an heir. And so we will have them try again. I'll put it on the timeline when we need to try again for another little one. And hopefully that will be good for them. It is almost the end of Friday. It is about 8:00 p.m. And so everyone is just going to kind of tend to their needs here. Axel has gone upstairs to kind of cry it out a little bit. He is feeling really, really sad over the loss of his daughter and his son, and he just isn't really sure quite how to handle himself. I mean, a lot of times men feel like they, kind of have to hold in their emotions, but he's like, I just really feel like I need to, let it all out. And so that's exactly what he is doing, is he's allowing himself to feel the emotions that he feels, and he's going upstairs and he's crying it out when he needs to cry it out. So I am going to allow him to just take care of the bees here a little bit. And then once that is taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and head him off to bed. Annabelle did go ahead and make a little bit of food here. Oh, she started it. Well, I need you to actually finish that if you can. No? Okay. Well, grab yourself a piece of cake, and then you can maybe finish this meat and potato pie. And she's like, I don't know that I can. I wish you could. You could. Okay, great. So she's going to finish this meat and potato pie. Hopefully we can get that finished up. And once she has finished this meal, we'll have her go ahead and get herself off into bed as well. And then we will be heading over and checking in on our main household. And then for tomorrow, also will be going and seeing again the Barnett family. We are going to be having them try again for another little one. It is time for them to try again for a child. So we'll be having them try for a baby. But for now, everyone here in this family is going to go ahead, and you're supposed to be going to bed. Why are you just napping on the couch there? Why don't you go up here and actually get yourself some real sleep? Because when the baby wakes, you're definitely going to, you can't get in the bed because the baby's there. All right, well, let me maybe fix this a little bit. Let's just put the baby there. And then you can come on up and actually sleep in your bed. Yeah, that'll be great. Can't you sleep in this bed with the baby there? No? Maybe we can put the baby and then you can sleep there. All right, great. Oh, he's like, oh my goodness, I will take care of you, little one. Let me change your diaper. And of course, I've moved this baby and now no one can touch it. Oh, that's super annoying. All right, where can we put this baby? Let's put him here. Her here, floating in the air. We love it. All right, so we have changed the baby. Let's go ahead also and maybe give her a little bit of a feed, and we will just take care of her here. And nobody really got full rest, so I'm going to send her back to bed here. You need to get back up here and also go to sleep. It is time for bed, not time for you to play. They're like, yeah, well, the baby woke us. I understand that, but it is time for sleep. So everyone come back upstairs, get yourself a little bit of rest, and we will see you in the morning. Okay, so it is the next morning. I am just going to go ahead and get Axel to go on downstairs and get himself a little bit of breakfast. He's feeling a little bit hungry, so he's going to go down and have himself a little bit of that sponge cake. He's decided that's a good breakfast for him. So we're just going to let him go ahead and have a little bit of a bite to eat. We are going to go ahead and head over and see Kate and Theo Barnett. We're going to try and get them with child. So let's go see the Barnett family. Okay, so we have arrived here in the Barnett family. We are just going to go ahead and have Theo approach Kate, and we're going to try for a little one. Kate is currently feeling a little bit sad over the loss of some family members. I think that she's sad over Saphira and even Otker's loss. As we know, those are her niece and nephew. And so she is feeling a little bit sad over that. I think that he's going to kind of blow her a kiss, and maybe he can even console her about the death and just tell her, like, I understand that you're really sad, but, you know, it doesn't directly affect us, and we really do need to try for another baby. And she's like, you know, I understand where you're coming from. I really do. But I don't know that I'm ready to go ahead and try for another little one. And he's like, we really do need to, you know, expand our family, honey. And I understand that you're really upset over the loss of your sister's children, but it is time for us to go ahead and try for a little one. And she's like, oh, honey, I just don't know if I'm ready. I just really am not sure if I want us to go ahead and try for another little one right now. And he's like, come on, honey. And he's being really romantic and really playful with her. And he's like, let's just go in there and let's give it another shot. And she's like, here, I just want to give you this. So they're going to go in there and they're going to have themselves a little bit of a woohoo. Neither one of them are necessarily wanting the try for baby option, but we will try to woohoo, see if anything comes of the woohoo option. I don't know if it will, but we will give it a shot and we'll see if they are able to get pregnant. These two do have 5 more baby tries, so after this one they'll have 4 more baby tries, and we will see if they are able to get with child. Greta is just in there playing with some pots and pans, getting up her mischief skill probably, which we absolutely love. But we are going to see if Kate and Theo are able to get with children. Or with child, I guess I should say. I don't know that she will actually get pregnant with multiples, but let's take a look and see if that worked. It did not. So they now have 4 baby tries. I really wanted to do the try for baby option. Maybe I can get her to try to talk him into trying for a baby. He's like, no, I don't want to try for a baby. Oh, I really wish that they would just stop it. All right, so they did try. It didn't work. We will try again later. And maybe we can try again in part B and see if we can get them with child. we will just have to try again later. But we are going to go ahead and head over to the Pruitt residence because our twins are aging up into toddlers as well. Okay, we have arrived here in the Pruitt residence. We are in currently our second trimester. We'll be in our third trimester in 10 hours here with Letitia. We are just going to go ahead and send her upstairs. I'm going to see if she can possibly cook a sponge cake for these boys. So let's see if she has enough skill. She does not. Maybe he does. I will check and see if he has enough skill. No, he definitely doesn't. All right. I wonder if it's because they're off the grid. Let's take a look. They have simple living is why. Let's turn that off for this family. Okay. Let's see if they can make a cake now. Yes, she can. All right, so I'm going to get her to come on up here and make a cake for the boys. That way we can go ahead and age up Ulrich and Rolf and age them up into toddlers since it is the boys' birthday. And we will go ahead and get them aged up and have them do their makeovers and cast, and then we'll roll for them to see if they are going to survive their toddler birthday rolls. So she is just going to go ahead and make this wonderful little sponge cake for them, which is fantastic. As we know, she is, like I said, in her second trimester, so we will be seeing her give birth to her little one in part B. And that will be exciting to see her have her first child with Thomas, and they are going to be expanding their family. So I can't wait to see that for this couple. And I am thrilled to see their dynamic change as well. So I love that. Let's go ahead and add some birthday candles here. And then we are going to blow out the candles first for Ulrich because he was the firstborn. So she's going to run on down and we're going to grab Ulrich. He is so angry because he's awake. I mean, really. I don't know how to help you out there, bud. I really, really don't. But she's going to come on down here. We're going to grab up Ulrich and take him upstairs and let him blow out his little candles there. And we will see Ulrich age up into a toddler. And then we will grab Rolf and let him age up into a toddler as well. So Ulrich has aged up. He is going to be inquisitive and silly. We absolutely love that. And then we will go ahead and add some more birthday candles. We are loving it. All right, so we'll get her to add these candles. And I am going to get Dad to help Rolf blow out the candles. So Dad will go ahead and grab up Rolf and bring him up, and Dad's going to celebrate with Rolf. So we'll have one of each parent celebrate these birthdays with these boys, and we love it. We are here for it. And they are going to have these boys age up to toddlers. He's like, come on, Rolf, let's go ahead and come on in here and get you aged up, and then we are going to hop into cast with both of these boys. Happy birthday, Rolf. Aww. And Rolf has aged up as inquisitive and silly as well. So they are exactly the same. We love that for them. And we are going to hop into cast with our twins. And we're going to go ahead and do their makeovers and then give them their roles to see if they are going to survive. All right, here is Ulrich Pruitt, and this is what he looks like. As we know, he can't roll a 4, 8, 12, or a 16. Let's go ahead and pull up our dice and give that a roll and see how he fares. Ulrich rolls a 7 and is good. Then we have little Rolf, and this is what he looks like. And he also can't roll a 4, 8, 12, or a 16. And he rolls a 15 and is good. So both of our twins have survived. They will get another 12 days on the timeline. So let's go ahead and jump back into the game. Okay, so now that we are back in the game, our boys are here and they are toddlers. The parents are super happy about it. And we are obviously expecting more little one or another little one here in the family, which is super great. We absolutely love it. We have updated their bedroom so that they now have toddler beds, so they will have a place to sleep, and they are just toddling around here in the house. We will obviously need to work on their skills, but for now we are going to go ahead and we are going to head over into our main household, and we are going to check in on Arlene. So let's go ahead and go see the monastery. Okay, we are here in the monastery. We are just here to check on Arlene and see how she's doing. It would seem that her needs are doing pretty good. As we know, she has reached level 4 of imagination and movement. She does need some more communication, some more potty, and some more thinking. I am just going to go ahead and get her working on a little bit of shapes and a little bit of, maybe she can also do a little bit of chatting with the sisters and a little bit to get her communication up. And we'll have her work on some more potty skills, so that'll be great. Currently right now, Sister Cassandra is just down here, and I'm not exactly sure what all she's doing, but let's go ahead and have her purchase some ingredients. Let's do some apples, and we can maybe get her working on crafting some wine. Oh, she has to have lots of stuff for that. Okay, maybe she can't do that. All right, I didn't realize she needed like yeast and all kinds of stuff for that. Maybe we'll just send her out and she can go and check on the garden and things. As we know, we have already done our harvest here in this family, and so we will need to be starting our next season's garden soon. So we will probably have her be doing some of that in the near future. So we will be checking on that. We probably will also need to be checking on our honeybees, and we'll be needing to check on our animals to make sure that everything is good with them. So let's go ahead and get her to come out. She can collect the eggs, and she can clean the coop. Well, it looks like the coop is fine. We'll get her to scatter some feed, and she can clean Bluebell, feed Bluebell, and she can milk Bluebell. And Sister Marguerite is just up here cleaning as usual. That is kind of her jam. So we'll just let her go ahead and continue cleaning up some things. Once she's done cleaning, we'll have her come on over here and she can maybe do a little bit of toddler care. Let's do some toddler care. Maybe we can do flashcards actually. Let's teach her to talk. Yeah. And that will get her communication skill up. So we'll have her come over and teach Arlene to do a little bit of talking. We'll work on a little bit of her communication, which will be great. And we will work on building up some more of Arlene's skills. It is currently about 11 o'clock in the morning here in the game. We are in our second portion here of part 8. And well on our way to completing this episode, which is great. We have had a lot happen, and we've had a couple of deaths here in this episode, which is not necessarily great, but I guess that is the way it goes sometimes here in this game. So, you know, we hate that, but it is what it is. All right, we have an egg and we have some milk. We're just going to have her come on out here and collect some honey. And she can also apply some mite treatments, it looks like, because it's starting to get cooler. So we'll have her go ahead and tend to the bees. I really did want you to come up here and teach her to talk. Can you not come up here and do that? She's like, well, you know, she's kind of a little bit busy. I get that, but come on up here anyway and teach Arlene to talk. We'll have her stop messing with the shapes, and you guys can work on some communication skill, which will be good for her. So, I mean, there's only so many toilets that you can actually clean. They are literally sparkling. You could probably eat off of them. I mean, I don't necessarily recommend that, but you catch my drift. So, Sister Marguerite is just going to head on over, and she is going to teach Arlene to do a little bit of talking, and they're going to work on a little bit of that communication skill, which will be great. I think maybe I can, after... Oh, she's like, I'm going to go and clean a bathtub. Actually, Sister Cassandra, why don't you get on down here and you can make a meal. It looks like you can maybe make some mashed potatoes and gravy. So I'm going to get her to come on down here and do a little bit of cooking. And oh, Sister Marguerite has reached parenting level 3. That is fantastic. We are currently working on a little bit of her communication skill, and they are talking about pottying, and Sister Marguerite is like, yes, you have to go potty on your own. So once they are done, obviously, doing that, she will go over here and do some pottying in the potty chair. And then she has decided that she wants to be funny with the sister. So we'll do a little bit of funny stuff with her, and then that should be good. So we will go ahead and let her have a little bit of fun with that. Oh, Sister Cassandra, you are uncomfortable because you got stung by bees. I mean, I was having you bond with the bees, and I guess that just didn't work. She's like, no, clearly that didn't. Doesn't matter how many times we bond with those damn bees, they're just constantly always stinging everybody. They are just not happy bees. But we are currently making some mashed potatoes and gravy. It looks fantastic. We absolutely love that. And we'll call everyone to come down for a meal here. But she is currently doing these teaching to talk, and it would seem that Erlene is kind of over learning to talk. She's like, I don't want to learn to talk. I am sad about it. Oh, they're just doing a little bit of comforting here. She's like, I don't really want to learn how to talk anymore. I am over learning words. It is difficult sometimes for little ones to learn new words and to try to keep up. So she is struggling a little bit with that. But they are doing some funny stories together here, and Erlene is being silly with Sister Marguerite, and hopefully she'll be able to meet that whim of wanting to be silly with Sister Marguerite. And obviously being funny with her has made her feel a little bit playful, which is great. We absolutely love that. And it has had her reach communication level 4, which I absolutely love so much. Once she is done talking with Sister Marguerite, she will probably go ahead and get herself onto the potty, and then we will have Sister Marguerite go ahead and go on down and grab herself maybe a serving of these potatoes, and she can grab herself a bit of a bite to eat, and then Erlene will come down and do the same. Sister Cassandra is just down here kind of cleaning up a little bit, which is fantastic. We absolutely love that. She doesn't really have a whole lot of things that she really needs to be doing right now, because it would seem that all of the chores have really been done. Oh, let's just replace this water because it's really kind of gross. And once she's replaced the water, I think I'm going to have her come down and just do a little bit of a sculpture here. I think that will be good for her. Sister Marguerite is just going to get a little bit of things cleaned up. She likes to clean. She really does. She's a little bit of a neat freak, that sister, and so we love that for her. So as you can see, Erlene has come on down. She is just going to go ahead and grab herself a bite of this mashed potatoes and gravy, and then I'm going to have Sister Marguerite go ahead and just put that away so that it doesn't go off. So that'll be great. And we will just let her enjoy her meal here. Doesn't that look lovely? She's like, oh, it is. It's so good. Well, we love that for you. So as you can see, Erlene is really getting on well with the sisters. She has really done well with doing her skills, and she's really she's thriving here in this monastery with them. She's doing so good with meeting her skills, and I think that next year when she ages up, hopefully we're going to have a successful role, and we will see some great success with her in the realm of her skills and her traits because of her doing so well as a toddler. So I am really looking forward to that. Oh, okay. Are you just going to you're just going to talk to yourself in the mirror, and we'll say what's that to a bunch of things, and we love it. So I think Sister Marguerite is going to come down here, and she is going to praise Erlene for how well she's been doing with all of her things and how she has learned so much so fast and that she's doing so well. And then we are going to have them just do a little bit of playing together here. So Erlene is starting to get a little bit tired, so I do think that I am going to get Sister Marguerite to go ahead and maybe read her to sleep, and we will go ahead and get her put off to bed. That way we can make sure that she gets into sleep. We definitely want her to go off to bed and get some good rest. Why don't you go put her to bed, please? Sister Marguerite, will you go put her to bed? Please? She's like, no, I don't really think so. I really wish you would. Go put her to bed. All right, let's go put her to bed, and we will make sure that she's all tucked in. It'll be really great. And so we're going to go and we're going to put Arlene to bed. We're going to let her get all tucked in here, and we'll tell her good night and that we love her and that we hope she has sweet dreams. And I am just so thankful that she's had a great day with the nuns, and I love that for her. We are definitely going to go ahead and go down and get some laundry going. So I'll send Sister Marguerite down to get some laundry going, which will be fantastic. As we know, the laundry is something that definitely needs to be done. So we'll send her down. We'll let her go ahead and get some laundry going here, and then we'll get that hung on the line. Maybe I can actually get Cassandra to check the line upstairs and make sure that there's nothing hanging on it already and get it ready for some laundry that's going to come out. Yeah, definitely. Let's go ahead and check and make sure if there's any that needs to used and soaked. Pristine and soaked. Okay, so the laundry is not ready to be put away. But we'll still wash this laundry. It'll be perfectly fine. But as you can see, this episode is coming to a close here. We have had an eventful day. We have had some try for baby options. We have had Annabelle, who had her little ones that did not make it. In part B, we'll be seeing Letitia go ahead and go into labor, and we are going to go ahead and try again for another little one with Kate and Theo. And we will be seeing Nerita O'Leary aging up into an infant. So I will be seeing you guys in part B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in our next episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.